What is up? Welcome, everyone. It is Wednesday, Inner Circle Day. Thank you for joining me. Joining me today is a very, very special guest of mine. I am so happy to have you on. We actually went to high school together. My good friend from high school, Elizabeth Rose. What up, girl? How you doing? Good. Nice to see you. It's been so long. Yeah, no, not that long. And you look the same. You look beautiful. You have not changed one bit. Uh, but yeah. Thanks. I hope. I hope. I'm trying. I'm trying. I try not to stress. I try not to stress. I'm like, yo, keep that negativity away from me. I don't Yeah, it's hard sometimes. It's hard, especially it is hard times right now. We in hard times. Uh but yeah, no, like how you been? It's been a couple years, and how's everything? Well, no, it's been a couple years since we seen each other. Since we seen each other. Since we seen each other. Mm, yeah.
During the pandemic was like, all right, I'm going to step outside of my comfort zone, try something different. And then, you're doing great. I love it. I love to see what you're doing with your
Yes.
podcast. It's awesome. And you're so good at it.
I try, you know what? I always something I always tell everybody is if you're gonna do something, just do it. But you know what? I've been doing this for a
Mm,
while, and I'm still nervous every time I do. I still get the butterflies,
really?
but yeah, no, I definitely agree with everything you were saying. But to you, to Miss Real Estate over here, Realtor, no, I'm so happy to get you here because there's so many like questions and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
everybody is so like I feel like especially in our community, like we
Hmm.
we grew up in the same community, and I feel like there's a lot of people that are not very aware of the potential that they have out there, especially when it comes
Yeah.
to investing in yourself, because I feel like
Yeah.
when you buy a home, you're not just buying a home, you're investing in yourself. You're investing into your
Hmm.
future, because that home becomes your shelter. It becomes everything. Like
Right.
we build memories in there. So
Right.
for that reason, I was so excited because you know what, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm one of those people. I've always been always afraid to like who do I talk to? Like how do I go
Mm.
about it? Like I don't have that kind of money. I don't have like
Mm.
something I feel like that we lack in school is the teaching of like credit, like like how to build your credit, how to like finance and all that stuff. So um yeah, so I'm one of those people that I have questions about. So, um, yeah, can you tell us how long have you been doing real estate, and what got you started into it?
So before I even get there, I do want to hit on a few things that you said. You are not the only person who feels this way. I was in that boat as well. Just like, where do you start? What do you do? But what I have noticed, or just in conversation with people, is how many people I've spoken to that have either said, I never cared about my credit because couldn't believe that I would even like be able to buy a house,
Mm,
or no one in my family ever owned a home, so I never thought about it either. It wasn't something that we thought about. And with purchasing, with owning your own home, you're not only like building this equity, you're building this building you're building a life for yourself. You're also building a life for your family. Like if you have children, it's like this, the generational wealth that they're talking about, where you could pass down to your children, and then you can take, the equity that you have on your home to purchase other properties.
mm-hmm.
So there's so much with it. I've been in real estate going on 2 years now. What actually started it was this is crazy, right? So 2019, I had surgery,
Okay.
and a friend of mine came over, and we have been talking real estate, just like talking. And he was like, "Let's get into real estate." I was like, "Okay." let's get into real estate. And I actually like started doing everything to get into real estate. And then I had another surgery. It was June, and I started my real estate classes 6 weeks after that. So like I was like laid up. I actually had my hip replaced. So like I was
Wow.
laid up on the couch taking like these courses, like hurting. And I failed the exam a couple of times. So there's like two portions of the exam.
Mm.
There's the like the national one, and then there's the Rhode Island state law one. And that one, the Rhode Island state law one, is hard. I failed it twice, and then I was like, I'm just gonna keep trying until I pass it, and I did. I'm so glad that I did, though. I love this industry. I love real estate. I really do.
One of the best things that you said, like that really, really touched me, is that you know what you tried and you kept trying and trying and trying and you did it, and that's amazing. I love that.
Yeah,
Many people try something once and they just like, oh, I'm done. Like I already failed. I
yeah,
gave up. But no, never give up.
yeah.
You never know what doors open up for you and stuff.
Yeah, that was my motto for 2021. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like that was me, like every single day. I was like, you have to get up and do something. Like the thing with real estate, and a lot of people are interested in it and want to get into it, is like there's no one telling you got to get up. Like there's no clock, there's nothing. Like if you want it, you got to go for it.
Yep.
And one image that I always kept in my mind, I don't know if you remember, like if you've ever seen this meme where it was like the two men in the mine, and one's chipping away, and like there's like the diamonds on the other side, right? So
Yep.
one's like keeps going and the other one gives up, and he's right there. That's what I keep in my mind, like
Yeah.
almost every single day. Like when I wake up and I'm like, it's like like life has been so hard for so many people, but it's like you just have to get up and you just gotta keep going.
Yep.
So yeah.
And that's exactly true. You never know how close you are. You could be giving up, and you can be that just one more
Right
hit
there.
close, and you
Mhm,
just
mhm.
you just gave up on your opportunity.
Yeah, you do your part and then you let God do the rest. That's really what I think about.
Definitely. No, I definitely agree.
Yeah.
So now for a first time buyer, like, all right, let's talk about credit first. Is
Yeah.
credit a big factor in somebody purchasing their first home? Like, how much of an impact does that have?
Credit is a huge part of you being able to purchase a home, right? So the minimum score that you would want to have is 620.
Okay.
Um, and a lot of people, like when it comes to their credit, they either don't have enough credit established, or they have credit and they have a lot of debt, or they like maxed out their cards, or whatever the case may be. I have recently learned that, and I work with lenders who actually have tools that when you go through the pre-approval process, they'd be able to tell you exactly what it is that you would need to do in order to qualify. So like for some people, like say, you had some accounts that you owed money on, and you're like, I'm going to pay all these off. You don't necessarily have to do that.
Mm,
If you think about it, like say you had a card with like, a $5,000 limit, and you owe like 4,000 on it. You may think that you have to pay the full 4,000 off, and you don't. If you pay like their tool will probably tell you, okay, this person only has to pay 1,200. That frees up money for you that you can use towards purchasing or towards something else, right?
exactly.
So that's why I think it's really important to speak to either a realtor or a lender, just to get a better idea of where you are and what you need to do in order to establish your credit. But that is such a huge part of the process, for sure. Yeah.
Okay. Now, talking about the process for a first time home buyer, like what are their steps? Like, if I was to call you today or tomorrow, and for those people watching and listening, because we are on Spotify, we are on Apple Radio podcast. Um, her website is Elizabeth dot the Gary Almeida Group.com. It is also below the video right now. You
Thank you.
can definitely watch her and check her out and contact her. But definitely, it's a definitely
Thank
important step for that. But talking about the process, what is the process? From from the minute we call you, what is the process from beginning to end when it comes to purchasing your first home?
So the first thing we'd want to do is meet. So I would love to meet with you. We could either do it like one-on-one in person or over the phone, like, or, via Zoom, whatever you're comfortable with. So I can get a better idea what your goals are, where you are. And then we could start the pre-approval process where I would connect you to a lender. The first thing, even before you start looking for homes, because a lot of people like to go online and like look at to see what's out there, you'd want to get pre-approved to know how much house you can afford, right? So the first step is getting pre-approved. So you would go through the process with the lender. And we have lenders that we work closely with here. Or if you have a lender in mind, you can work with them as well. And they will ask you questions like your work history, if you have savings, how much, what do you make, like your pay stubs, stuff like that. So basically they'd want like your pay stubs, your bank statements, they'd want, your residence history, things like that. Once you're pre-approved, the lender will tell you how much you're approved for, and what program that you'd be with. So that would either be like FHA, which is the Federal Housing Authority, or conventional. Now, the thing with FHA, and I know you had brought up, having the money for it. A lot of people don't realize how many programs there are out there for first-time home buyers. So right now, I know that Rhode Island Housing has two programs. One is a $10,000 down payment assistance program, and the other is a $15,000 down payment assistance program. So those two could be used towards your closing costs. Okay.
That's money that they lend to you, or money that's available for them if they apply for it. It's
so
the $2,000. Sorry, go ahead.
It's okay. It's okay. So when you go through the pre-approval process, if you do go FHA, usually FHA are for people who don't have the money up front, right?
Okay.
Like they don't have the savings. So typically it's 3.5% down. So those funds, the lender, you'd want to choose a lender that works with Rhode Island Housing. Not all lenders work with Rhode Island Housing. The lenders we work with do go through Rhode Island Housing. So the lender would go through that process for you. So basically the $10,000 is, say, your down payment is $13,000. You'd only have to bring $3,000 to closing because of the 10 grand, right? And when you sell your house, that's when you would pay that back, the 10 grand. And then the 15,000 down payment, that one would be, it would be an extra payment to your mortgage each month. So you take, like, say you take the full 15,000, you take that 15,000 and you would divide it by how many months your mortgage is for. So like 360, that's the typical, the 30 years. So you would divide that and that'll be the extra payment that you have on your mortgage. So that's how those two work. Conventional, usually with conventional, is for people who have more money to put down. And yeah, that's it. Try to think of anything else.
So, all right, and those are steps that if somebody was to contact you, you would help them through that process, like you would.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know for some people it could be like a scary experience of like not knowing. So knowing the fact that they have you to call, or contact, or check her website down below. Again, it's down below. Check out her website, and definitely she'll walk you through the process.
Yeah.
So it's not such a.
I know. Yeah. Sorry. It does seem like it's a scare. It does seem. I mean, it's your like biggest purchase of your life, right? But if you have the right person by your side, they will walk you through the entire process and they'll be there with you. And that's what our job is, right? To be by your side and to talk you through, like, throughout the process. There are two fees, like two costs that you would have to take care of. One is your home inspection. So say like, okay, after your pre-approval, you get your pre-approval, we start looking at properties, right? If you want to place a offer on a property, say that offer is accepted. The first thing you'd want to do is get a home inspection. I always tell my clients to get a home inspection, especially as first-time home buyers, because you want to know what you're getting into. You don't want to buy a house and then not do an inspection and then after be like, oh, my tub fell out of my ceiling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Why is my
You
why
know
is
what I
my
mean?
floor sinking?
Yeah,
It's like a slope right here right now. Like what's
yeah.
going on?
It wasn't there before, you
Nah,
know?
my potato fell. My potato, I was making some potatoes. My potato fell and it started rolling to the middle. Like, what is going on? I didn't buy the house like this, but no. But
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
but that's and it's funny. It is funny because I'm pretty sure it happens to a lot of people. But that's the importance of
Mhm.
why it's important to contact, um, you know, Elizabeth. You're only gonna contact her,
You're great.
you
You're
know,
great,
only
Ivan.
her, Elizabeth. But no, she'll
That's
definitely walk you through the process, so you don't have to experience something like that, like
right.
because
Yeah.
it is such a big purchase, and it's something that's not like an AT&T contract where in two years you can be like, you know what, I don't want that shit no more. It's your home
Right.
for a lifetime. It's a place where you
Yeah.
can build beautiful memories and beautiful like experience and grow from it.
Yeah. That's your safe space. Yeah,
That's
for
gonna be a safe
sure.
space, but. Uh,
Yeah.
on a lighter note, we're gonna move on to a little game, and then when we come back, we're gonna continue this talk. We're gonna lighten things up a
Okay.
little bit. We're gonna play a
Okay.
little game.
All right. I like games. Okay.
There you saw it, two truths and a lie, because it is my good friend Liz's first time here, and we are going to get to know her a little bit. But she's gonna try to trick me for a little bit. We're gonna play two truths and a lie. She is gonna give for the people first time hearing about this game. I'm gonna give you a little instruction. It is three statements. Two of them are true. One of them is a lie. I gotta figure out which one is the lie. Whenever you're ready, go.
Okay. Um, all right. So one is I flunked out of college. Two is I love roller coasters. And three is I've never been on vacation alone.
You flunked out. That's the lie. The first one is the lie.
Was that I flunked out of college?
Yeah, you seem too adventurous for me. You seem like somebody that's like, let's go again, let's go again. And that line be
Oh, you mean
the roller
the
coaster
roller
one.
that I love?
Yeah, you definitely look like one of those thrill rides. Like, let's go again. Be like, that line is way too long. I am not waiting in that line. You be like, no, we're waiting in that line. So you look like somebody that's like, like likes that thrill. Or is
Yeah,
that the lie?
I like my little feet on the ground.
Oh no, what?
I do not like roller coasters. I took my kids to amusement park and I was like, my poor babies, when I was watching them on the ride, my heart was dropping
Oh
into the pit of my
no.
stomach. I
What?
can't. I'm
Uh-uh.
terrified. Oh no, my heart is not
Wow.
set up for that.
You know what? It
Mm-mm.
reminded me of my sister. Cause my sister's like that. I was always a scary cat. I honestly didn't probably go into like the Superman ride. I probably didn't ride that till maybe after I graduated high school. Cause I
Wow.
would go, I'd be so scared. She was like, "Let's go again, let's go again." And I'm like, you know what? You remind me of my sister. Like she has that
Mm-mm.
that thrill part. So I was like, you definitely a roller coaster chick. You definitely a roller coaster
So
girl. Nah. Oh
no, I'm not.
wow.
And I think it's because my first ever roller coaster ride was a wooden old ride. So the whole time it was not only shaking,
Mm.
but it was just doing things I don't think it was supposed to be doing. I
Oh.
got off and I was like this for like 15 minutes. I was like, never again, never again.
Oh man.
Maybe one day, but
Hmm. I don't
mm-mm.
know. We gotta tell what is it? Emmanuel take you out there.
Yeah, okay. I'll
Yep.
watch him.
Yep. We gonna tell
I'm
you,
not going.
bro, you gotta take her. Take her there. Make sure she gets on that roller coaster with you.
Mm-mm,
My boy,
mm-mm. You give me some fried Oreos and we'll be fine.
oh, you hear that? You hear that, boy? She said fried Oreos and she's gone. You better start getting it. You better
I
you
mean,
better get
don't
that
start
one.
that mess. Don't start that mess.
Yup. Yup, I'm gonna make sure I get in contact with him after and be like, did she do it yet? Did she do it? Nah. You
Yeah,
hear that?
yeah.
Fried Oreos, bro. I'll go with you to go get them. Make sure she gets on that roller coaster. But no,
That's funny.
talking about a scary thing. Talking about roller coasters. Have you? I don't know if you really know this YouTuber of Vitali, but he used to prank people by bringing like a long screw, and then when he get on the ride with like a stranger, he'd be like, "Oh, is this from you? Is this from your seat?" Like acting like the person's seat was coming on. The person would freak out and try to hold on and be like, "Hold on to everything," and then like you see them like freaking out. Like look it up on YouTube. It's like mean, but I was like, "Yo, my heart
You would
would
do that?
die." No, my heart would die. If somebody did that to me, I'd be like, "Please, just let me go now. I don't want to experience anything. Just let me go right now."
You ever see those slingshot ones where like it shoots them up and they're like, "That's me. I
Never.
want to."
Never. I
I'd be
would.
done.
I would never do a slingshot. You know, the roller
I would
coaster. I think
fight
is
him.
that's my That's my limit. The slingshot, because it's like nothing's holding you. You're just like in a ball, and it's basically just throwing you up in the air. Yeah, you know they have
Yeah.
strings in there, but it's like I need to have something mechanical around me that I can grab onto if something happens. You know.
Final
Uh,
destination, bro. Final
nah.
destination. It's not my thing.
That is not how life's gonna take me. Not flying and landing somewhere else where I didn't even
And
go
then
to.
the worst part is I'm short, so I don't trust that stuff. I'm like, these things, nothing was made for short people to begin with. You know what I'm saying? So I barely meet the requirements to
Oh
even get on
man.
those things. So I'm like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm all set.
I heard anybody watching, anybody listening, I am also short. This is a fun thing, a funny thing. I went, so I guess on camera I look really tall, but I'm not really tall. But I went to a fundraiser for a different podcast, and one of the people that watched the show said, "Oh, you're Ivan?" And I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Oh, I thought you were like 6 foot tall or something." I was like, "What? No." But I appreciate the compliment that I look tall, but no, I'm not. I'm not. I'm short too. I'm a short dude.
The good thing is you don't look. No, you don't look it.
Yeah.
Like, and then people tell me too, like on camera, I look like I'm taller, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. And then they see me, and they're like, oh, hey.
Same. Oh, that's the worst thing, especially when they're extra tall. You gotta look up. You're like, yo, back up. I don't want to have to break my neck to look up at you.
Do you know what's the worst thing as a woman is hugging another woman?
Mm.
Okay, and she don't get down low enough, so I'm just hugging like she's just
Yep. You got
nah.
a whole set of tatas.
Exactly.
In your
I
face.
don't. I'm good. I don't
Oh
like
man.
that. So all the women who I know who do that to me, I just want y'all to know I need y'all to scooch down in the future. If anyone does want to hug me, just please just scooch. Any short person, just get down.
Yeah.
For the women, the guys might like that, but I'm good.
I'm always
I'm all
dapping.
set.
I'm always dapping people up, and I'm not getting on my tippy toes. I'm like, yo, what's up? I feel your pain. I feel your pain. Some people
The worst
watching.
is when I'm in the market. This is me at the market, just
Yeah.
like the worst.
Some people watching, some people listening might not feel our pain, but I'm glad. We relate, and we both understand each other's pain.
See eye to eye.
Yeah,
we see eye to eye. Yeah.
So,
that's why we look young. That's why we'll live forever, because we're short. Short people just live longer than. It's a scientific fact that short people live longer than tall people. Look it up.
We don't consume too much. We don't take up too much air. We don't take up too much space. We're perfect.
You're welcome.
We're perfect. Yeah, you know what? You guys suffocate yourself with everybody's oxygen. Leave me in my little oxygen bubble right here. I'm good. I just need a little sip of oxygen, and I'm good. You guys fight for the rest.
Yeah, right.
You know.
That's funny.
No.
That's so true.
But yeah, back to this home buying, because I definitely need to buy my home. I've always been saying that, like I need to buy my home, but it's just like I was saying, like the process and stuff. So showing. So let's say, like, we went through the process, applying and looking to see what you qualify for and stuff. So I've gotten that process. Now how does showings work? Like I hear people like, oh, like you got to go to showings and stuff. Like, how do the showings work?
So you would tell me what it is that you're looking for, where you're looking to live. I would set you up with either automatic emails that will send you properties when you want, like either daily or when they come out. And I also go through the MLS daily just to see like what's out there so I can send it to you personally. You let me know what it is that you want to look at. You tell me what days and times work best for you, and then we go out and we take a look at these homes. And so when when you see one that you like, and that's when we start talking numbers. That's when we start talking, how much do you want to offer? Because that pre-approval letter will tell you exactly how much you qualify for. So we would look at properties within that criteria. So
Okay. So
yeah.
so let's say let's say I get pre-approved for something, but then I see a house that's maybe a little bit more than what I got approved for. Is that still a property that I can look at, or is that something that's out of my range? Is the price negotiable for like a property?
I believe everything is negotiable.
That's
I
true.
love negotiation. I love to negotiate. That's one of my favorite parts of real estate.
That's why they gotta hit you up, because you get them the best deals out here. My girl is a negotiator. She will negotiate the best price for you.
Yeah. Yeah. So if it is a bit over, that would be something like, say you have the money to put down to be the difference. Like if it's over your pre-approval, you can also, if it's a little over, you could also be like, hey, like, I know you want to sell it for this, but we're gonna offer you this. You know what I mean? So it's like, and then we can tell them why we're offering that, so there's options out there. We typically don't like to do over unless like you have the difference to put down. But yeah, but you can work on it. You
Like
can
you
do
said,
something.
everything is negotiable. Especially, I feel like, especially if a property's probably been maybe sitting there for a little while.
Exactly.
A property that
Yeah.
maybe is not getting so much attention. The owner might be like, you know what, get this out of my hands.
Motivated.
So
Yes.
so it is good to still, like, don't look crazy. Don't look at double the amount and be like, I'm gonna give you half of that for that house, because
Yeah.
you gotta be realistic about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people were discussing this with the pandemic last year. Like the housing market was crazy last year. There was a lot of people that were, bidding thousands over what the sales price was, and we've seen that slow down a lot. We're going to continue seeing that, that the overbidding like slow down a lot more than we have the year before. But yeah, I mean, there's always a potential. This morning I went and looked at one that was priced at an amount, and I was like, yeah, we would offer like 15,000-20,000 less for this one. You know what I mean? Like, so there's always and that's the thing too, is like once a house is on the market for a little bit, you definitely have more of a wiggle room. But a lot of properties too, like that are placed on the market go, so as soon as you see one, it's like, let's go see it, let's get to work. It's exciting. It's like, let's yeah. So
yeah, don't sit and think about it too long, because somebody else might be like, you know what, that's my house.
I want that. Exactly.
Yep, no.
Exactly.
And then you'd be like crushed. You'd be like, and then you will live with regret, because every time you gotta drive by that house, you'd be like, the house could have been mine.
Yeah.
I could have been
But
living there.
I know, but the thing is, like, don't get too emotionally attached, because what the house that's for you is yours. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the one that's for you is going to be yours. So like, if you put an offer and it's not accepted, it does suck, but it's like, we got to move on. Like, we got to move on, and we got to see what else is out there, and keep working.
Yep.
Yeah.
I definitely agree.
I also do commercial real estate, which I love. So
tell me about that. What is that? What is commercial real estate? Is that like businesses?
Yes.
Okay.
Buildings. Yeah. So I like it. Yeah.
Look at you. Oh my God, Miss Thing over here selling houses. Look at you, selling houses, selling buildings. Be like, yep, I sold that building over there. No, that's what's up. That's good. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
That's what's
Yeah.
up.
It's a whole different world. It's a different world. And I always loved like, big buildings and architecture and all that. So yeah, I like it, but
that's awesome.
It's different. Yeah. If anyone has a business and is looking to expand, I'm your girl. Yeah.
It's down below right there. Elizabeth. The Gary Almeida Group.com. Oh, you also have an
There you
email
go.
address. I didn't put the email address up, but we know
Yeah.
we're gonna show everybody your website. Actually, the website later on before we end. We'll give everybody a little preview of the website, so and see how easy and informative it is. Because I actually did check it out, and it was just like, oh, like this is easy to use, easy to access,
Mhm.
and very
Awesome.
accessible.
Awesome.
Um,
Awesome.
so I know we talked a little bit about like inspections and stuff like that. So how do those inspections work? Like go ahead.
So
Sorry, I don't want to
it
say too
would,
much. Go ahead.
it's okay. It's okay. So if you don't have an inspector in mind, we have a list of inspectors that we work with. And it typically is about between like 350 to 600, depending on the size of the home, right? So with residential, it's usually between like 350 to like five, usually something like that. Um, and the inspector would go to the house and they would look at the house from the top to the bottom. They have their drones. I mean, they're
Oh
getting in
wow.
attics, yeah, they do it all. And they will look at every single inch of the house and let you know, and they will give you a report and tell you exactly what's going on with the house, and you know what issues really need attention, and you know what things are minor. The most important things with the house, the most costly, are obviously the roof, foundation issues, heating systems. So those are the three like major major components when it comes to a house, like what you want to look for. If those three things are good,
Mm.
all the other things tend to be minor. But that's where your negotiation comes in too. So like say, you know, you have a list of things that you want the seller to repair. I would create a repair addendum that would just request like whatever it is that you want to be fixed.
Mm.
And then we would negotiate. So we would either ask them, hey, like, can you fix these things, or can you give us the money so we can fix it, or can we reduce the price? So you know what I mean, depending on it. So that's where the negotiation would come in, you know, on that. So that part usually takes about, you have 10 days to get that done after your sales agreement is signed. So when both parties, the seller and the buyer, sign the sales agreement, that's when you want to start working on the home inspection. And then the other thing after that is the lender will start working on your mortgage. So you would actually start working with the lender privately, where they'll ask you for more docs. That's when they start working on getting your mortgage together.
Okay.
And one of the costs that you would have there is the appraisal. The lender would have an appraiser go to the property to see if what you bought the property for, if the house is worth like the sales price.
Okay.
So yeah.
So that's good because it sounds like there's a lot of like safeguards that are out there for
Yeah.
people. Like, you know, safeguards to
Yeah.
make sure that this is an actual investment that you should, or yeah, pretty much you should invest in, you know, because
Yeah.
it is a lifetime investment. So I it makes me feel more at ease knowing that there are safeguards out there, especially for first time home buyers, that
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you know, there are people out there that you obviously you want to get yourself, to make sure that, you know,
Mm-hmm.
you get somebody you trust and stuff like that. Um
Yeah.
or
And then you'd want, I don't know if this is a thing, but for me, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be like, listen, I don't, mm-mm.
grab your shit, let's go. Let's go. We out of this
I
house.
know. Mm-mm. You know, but at the same time, it's like I'm listening to you, like, you know what it is that you want. If you like the house, all right, like let's work through it. You know what I mean? But I think one of the things that I really enjoy is that like once you meet someone who is interested in buying and you sit down and you talk to them, you get a really good idea of what they like. So
Mm.
you'll know, you know, when they start sending you properties that they're interested in, it's like, okay, now I know what kind of homes you like. Now I know what you're looking for.
Mm.
So that helps us narrow it down even more. So I'll see something, I'm like, yeah, I know they wouldn't like that. And when I send it, they're like, mm-mm. And I'm like,
Mm.
you know what I mean? So it's definitely like a relational thing too, and getting to know your clients. That's so important.
Mm.
It's so important.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
and obviously that's why it's important for them to get a real estate agent, you know, and get somebody like Elizabeth, you know, that's gonna get you, you know, Elizabeth the Gary
The
Almeida
Gary Almeida group.
down below, you know, down here in the back. But no, but that's why it's important to get somebody like that, somebody that you can trust, and somebody that's gonna make sure, you know, those safeguards are the right people for you, and in the properties that because ain't nobody gonna see properties like you. You look at properties every day on a daily
Yeah,
basis.
yeah, for sure.
Myself, if I was going around, I was just drive. I'll just see whatever properties from here to work, and that's it. That's all I'm seeing. So I
Yeah,
need eyes like you that's out there
yeah.
looking at these houses, and maybe you'll be like, oh yeah, I showed my client this house, but I think this one will fit you better, something like that.
And then being present too at the home inspections, you learn so much, even just about your own home. But as I've gone through home inspections, I've learned a lot about properties. So like as we look at properties, I'll start pointing things out like, okay, this is gonna come up, or this may be an issue, it's just so
Mm,
beforehand, you know what I mean?
yeah.
So yeah, it's exciting. I know it seems like it is a lot in the sense like, like I said, it's a huge purchase, but like there's steps to it. And before you know it, you're closing, you're getting those keys, you're signing, 800 pieces of paper. And then you're
Yep.
like,
You're
it's,
signing your life away. You're like, shit, I feel like I'm
you're
famous or
right.
something. Like my hand hurts. This must be how they feel, signing all these
Yeah,
damn papers.
yeah,
But no,
yeah.
but like that's part of the process. And once you do it and you get comfortable in your own house and you take your shoes off and you're like, I made the
It's
best decision
you.
ever.
It's
It's
you.
gonna be the best feeling. And not only that, it's something you leave behind to your children. Like something that you
Yeah,
can give them. Um,
yeah. I
yeah.
had I had purchased my home, like my kids and I, we've been through a lot, and we were like actually living in an attic before I bought my house. Like we were living like sharing a room. And so it was a really tough year. But when I bought it, like I knew that I wanted, like when I got into real estate, I was like, man, I want more people who are like me, more people who would never had, that the world of like, you'd never be a homeowner, you know what I mean?
Mm,
Become that, So like that's my heart, that's my passion, is I want more people who otherwise wouldn't have done it, or just wouldn't ever think that they could, or didn't grow up in a community or a neighborhood that anyone did own homes, and was like, I want to try it, let's do it,
yeah.
absolutely, let's do it. That's everything.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And like I said, you from the community, so what we grew up on. So definitely hit
Hmm.
her up, and she'll definitely take care of you. And back to what we were saying about a community. Some people feel like because I grew up here, this is what I need to be. And they're like, no, you have the opportunity to
Hmm.
buy your first home and change
Yeah,
that cycle,
yeah,
and give your children something that they can be like, wow, I can have this and more because my parents got
yes,
this. So
yeah,
definitely even if you feel like you might not qualify, just definitely try it out. You never know. You surprise
yeah.
yourself.
Exactly,
Surprise yourself.
exactly. And if you don't know where to start, like, if you're like, I don't, even if it's credit questions, like I used to do banking before I got into real estate. So like I can help you. Like if you have questions, like if you really don't, you're not sure where to start, like if you're just establishing your credit, let's talk. Like I got you. Like let's do this. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Because I don't want people to feel like you have to be sorry, you have to
it's okay.
be completely ready and have everything together in order to start. Like no, if you have some guidance, if you have someone that's like, let's do this together, let's walk through this together, I mean that makes a difference, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yep.
So yeah, so I'm definitely here for that. Yeah.
Definitely. And one last question. What
Hmm.
what cities are you just Providence? Are you Providence like in all the surrounding communities, like cities and towns?
I am all of Rhode Island,
All
and
of
I'm
Rhode
like
Island. Look at that.
all of Rhode Island.
That's
Let's
what's
go to
up.
Newport. let's
Yes,
go to
yes.
Smithfield, wherever you want, let's go.
Get one of those mansions by the water, like Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
I wanna be
yeah.
Taylor Swift's neighbor. I wanna be like, yo, Swift, what's up?
She
But
said no.
no.
No,
uh,
but yeah, I'm licensed in Mass and I'm licensed in Rhode Island. So I
oh,
do
nice.
I'll yeah, I like driving, so I don't mind. Let's go on a road trip. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what's up. Especially Mass,
Yeah.
it's nice. There's definitely a lot of Mass places that are nice.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, for sure.
so it has come to the end for the
It
questions.
went by so fast.
I know, I told you. But we're gonna play a game before, and then after that, we're gonna get back. We're gonna give your information one more time. We're gonna show everybody
Okay.
the website, how easy and accessible it is,
Okay.
and where they can go to, get directly in contact with you with your email, and yeah, it goes by fast, right?
Exciting. Yeah, this was so awesome. Thank you so much.
All right. So we gonna try something a little different. This is a new game. It's just 20. Oh, sorry. It is 10 random thought-provoking questions.
Okay.
All right,
Hmm.
from the internet. This is
Don't
the
get me in trouble.
no. Oh, I safeguard. I looked at everything through, and I'm like, we good, because I don't want to get in trouble too. I don't want to be sleeping on no couch.
Oh no, I meant like.
Oh yeah, no. Oh no. Oh, you good. You good.
You said sleeping on the couch. That's so funny.
I'm like, nope.
How
I'm
about
not.
you sleep on the couch and I sleep
For
on the
real. You mad? You're the one mad. You go sleep on the couch. I'll go sleep on my bed. I'm not mad. You gonna be
That's
mad over in the living room by yourself.
That's funny.
Oh, no, so all right. If you could eat as much of one food as you wanted without ever getting full, which food would you choose?
Pizza.
Ooh, pizza. What kind of pizza?
Oh man. Let's do chicken bacon ranch, buffalo chicken prosciutto, and arugula. I mean, I love
Oh,
pizza. I just
yes.
love pizza, a shrimp pesto alfredo, bro. I can go on and on.
I'm
A
assuming
veggie pizza.
I'm assuming you've been to what is it? Antoni's or something on Thayer Street. What is it? That pizza place.
Antonio's.
Antonio's. With the one
Yes,
they
I
put
have.
all the different stuff on there on top.
Yeah, I have. You know who has really good pizza? Nice Slice on Westminster, across from Classical. They actually have good pizza
What
there.
is it
It's
called?
a small, Nice Slice.
Nice slice. Wow. Okay.
And I like those little mom and pop greasy pizzas. I like those too. Like, not
Yes.
the Domino's. Like you hold it, it's so bad. So
Uh-uh.
bad.
Yeah, no, it's another place that's down the street actually from that spot is Pizza J. Have you heard of that, or have you been there?
Yes. Oh God.
Pizza
Their wings are
J's.
too, but they're
The
so
wait,
good.
yeah. I
Their
like
pizza's really
what
good.
else, man. I order a lot of pizza too. Trying to think, but yeah, no, basically those. All right, so yeah, I would say, I can't stop thinking about pizza. You just mentioned pizza, so I'm gonna say pizza too because we just had a conversation with pizza. All right,
Love it.
second
Can't go
question.
wrong.
If you could shop for free at any store, which store would you choose and why?
Do you know the first thought in my head is Best Buy?
Okay, all electronic
Yeah,
stuff. Yes.
yeah. I don't know. It's just there's no limit, you can always find something in there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then if you have too much of it, you sell it and you make a profit. It's just but
That's
yeah,
true. That's true.
yeah,
My
so
my house would be decked out. 70-inch
yeah,
screen TV in my bedroom. You don't need that
I
shit.
know, I know. Yeah, I
Nah,
don't. That was the first thought in my head was Best Buy.
definitely
Yeah,
Best Buy for the electronics, but
yeah.
I don't know. I would say maybe Walmart. I spend too much time in Walmart, so I'd probably
Do
be
you?
like, I spend a lot of time in Walmart. There's been times that I go to Walmart just because I'm bored. I'm like, oh, let me just walk around, see what I can see what I can buy,
And then you get in trouble because
and I
like
get
three
trouble.
things end up being it'd be like $4.98, and then like five things later it's like $264. Like how? How did that
That's what I'm
happen?
saying. How the hell did this shit add up so fast? It's like it was only 5 things. It's like wow, holy crap. But yeah,
I'm
no.
always at Stop and Shop. That's where I'm always at. Is
Stop
Stop
and
and
shop.
Shop. Always getting food.
Yeah.
We eat a lot.
I just like the one in Cranston is a super Walmart. So it has both the groceries and the
Mhm,
stuff. So that's why I'm always there
mhm.
because I can always get
That's just
both groceries and
yeah,
then always gotta
yeah,
always gotta walk through the aisles and see what else you can find, even though you only
yeah,
go there for groceries.
yeah.
So but yeah, mine would be Walmart. I definitely feel like I would get so much out of Walmart. So all right. If you were one of the seven dwarfs, which one would you be?
Do you know that I ain't never liked that movie?
No?
No,
I don't think
I
I
I
don't
ain't never. First of all, she was living with seven little men. I don't
Yeah. Oh man.
Why Snow White? Why?
Yeah.
you
Why?
know, and no, I don't know. Do you know all their names? I don't know all their names. I
There's
know
Grumpy. Isn't there one that's like sad? I just know Grumpy because I feel like I would be Grumpy.
Sleepy,
Sleepy. Yup.
Dopey. Is
Dopey.
Dopey on there? I'm making it up. Am I making it?
Wait, I don't know. You know what? I was following you because it sounds. I know it sounds like
Are we looking it up?
Seven Dwarfs. Dopey, Doc, bashful, sneezy, happy, grumpy, and sleepy. I'd be grumpy. I think I'd be grumpy. Everybody always thinks I'm grumpy, but I'm not. I'm just quiet.
You know, I think kids would say grumpy.
What?
I think my kids would say grumpy too. I
Oh,
think
your boy knows it. Your boy said it. Grumpy, dopey, Doc, happy,
how do
bashful,
you, can you
sneezy, and
like?
sleepy.
Oh, he knows all of them. Oh, good for
Yeah.
him.
There you
I thought he
go.
was saying that I was grumpy. I was gonna say take him off. How do you take him off?
Nah. He's smart. He know. He's like, you know what? I'm trying to have a good night tonight. I'm gonna say nothing. I'm gonna stay out of this one.
I think I'd be sleepy. I don't know. I love
Sleepy.
my bed. I love to sleep.
Yeah, I love to sleep too. Yeah, but I think I'd be probably grumpy. I'm always like, it's probably because I'm always tired. I'm always like, oh, I just want to sleep.
It's because you need to be sleeping, friend. That's why you need to
Yeah.
sleep.
All right, couple more. What action or activity makes everyone doing it look stupid? So what action or activity makes everyone doing it look stupid? I would say, I don't know. I work in a place where, young adults. You know where I work, but I just don't really like saying yeah. But they be doing some dumb stuff, like some of these dances. I'm like, what is that? So I would say this new generation, like dance moves that they be coming up with. It's like, or I don't know. I be like, what is that?
Like my daughter had me do on the TikTok.
No.
Yes.
See, no, those TikTok ones, those are fun. But it's like, no, the other ones, like can't even think of the name. They be like, Mister, can you do this? And I'm like, what is that? I can't do that. The only thing I know is the jerk. What else?
Oh man, we're getting old.
I know. The fucking.
We're getting old.
Oh god.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Yo, it's crazy. I was talking about it before. It's like I have a niece that's gonna be an adult in a year. That's crazy.
Wow, that is crazy. I think it's when people are driving and they try to like cut you off and do this extra stuff, and then you just look at them like,
yeah,
all that. I think that's one of those things for me.
All right, last one. If you can make one thing illegal, what would it be? Oh god, you can skip this one if you want. But that laugh feels like you're gonna say a lot.
I'm not gonna say what came to mind. I'm gonna back it up. Okay. If I can make one thing illegal, what would it be? I would say hate.
Yeah.
I would definitely say like hate. Yeah, that comes to mind. Yeah. I think that would solve a lot of things if we could make hate illegal,
Yeah. I
feel. How about you?
Myself, I would make. Oh, this might sound mean. I don't want to. I kind of.
Go ahead.
For anybody watching that is of this age, I would make the elderly illegally for them to drive. There's some people that I drive and I'm like, oh my god, please just get somebody else to drive you. I know that sounds mean because I love my elderly people. I really do. But I feel like I think they're the sweetest thing. I have grandmas.
But they're a danger on the road.
They are.
And then they have the newest whip. Like, come on.
Yeah,
they
it's like
probably 2023, something. And I'm just like, yeah, I totally understand where you're coming from.
And I'm like,
and it
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, it's one of those things where you're like, y'all should have to like take your driver's test every so many years. You know what I mean? Yep. But that's not gonna be us because we're gonna be just still whipping through them streets.
For real,
right?
I'm gonna be. You know what? We saying this now, but we're gonna be those old people with those nice cars. I mean, like these youngins wrecking up this road. Messing it up. Don't know how to drive.
Right now,
Why
I
you
drive like
speeding?
this. I'll be like, this.
Yo.
See all the way up.
Yup, for real. All close to the seat. I be the old guy that be flicking them off, like, go around me. Go around me. If you in that much of a hurry, go around me. You know?
Yeah, you know when they go like this with their hearts.
Yup.
Go. That's
Go,
funny.
go.
Poor
But yeah,
elder. Oh
you
my,
know what?
I love
Yeah,
old people though.
I
Like you,
know.
there's so much you can learn from them.
I know. So for my elderly people, if you are watching, I do love
We love
you, but
you.
it's not nothing bad against you or anything like that. But I just feel like we trying to get to work. We got
Right.
places to be.
I'm trying to get home.
I'm trying to get home. I'm tired, and you taking that right turn way too wide and way too slow.
What is it with people taking forever to take a right turn? Like, my God. What the hell?
For real.
I've been working on my road rage. I've gotten a lot better.
Yeah, I try to. I try to put some peaceful ass music. I be singing my heart out. I'm like, you know what? This is giving me more time to finish this song. Because the worst thing is getting home and you're in the middle of a song and you just sit there in the car. You're like, I'm gonna stay in the car for a little bit and finish this song. You know?
That's me. That's me.
That's me
for
too.
sure.
I'm like, I was hitting the notes really good. I'm definitely staying with this the rest of this song, singing this, belting my lungs out.
Or when people try to call you when you're in the car listening, don't decline.
Let me tell you.
I want to talk to you right now.
Oh, talk about road rage. Yeah, no, my other half yells. You calling me every time I'm in my car listening to music. I was like, damn, okay, bye.
I just want to tell you I love you.
I just wanted to say we need milk. We need bread too.
Milk.
Yeah. Well, I got you on the phone. We need bread too.
Yeah. That's funny.
But no, definitely I feel that. But thank you so much for coming by. It was so informative. I'm definitely I'm one of those people looking into buying a new home. I never know when it's the right time. And there's always so many questions that you have. So it's actually good to have like people like yourself that have that knowledge and that experience, and the fact that you guys are available to us, to like give you a call, and and be like, hey, like what's the next step? What do I do here? So definitely check her out. Check out her website. It is on the screen right now. Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
GaryAlmeidaGroup.com.
Hey. Yep, and as you can see,
shout out to Gary Almeida, my team lead. Great dope person. Got me like, yeah. I love this team. It's awesome. It's an awesome team.
So definitely. So there's the house. There's the houses. If you guys can see in the bottom of the page, you just go right to her website, ElizabethDRealtor.com. As you can see, it says sell your home the minute you're ready, or buy your dream home. Definitely click on that link, and she will be there to answer all your questions. Any comments, concerns, something, definitely hit her up. Let them know what your email address is as well.
Oh, it's ElizabethDRealtor@gmail.com.
Hey, there you go.
You've been awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming. Appreciate you. Definitely come by anytime. Oh, I forgot to say at the beginning, Michelle is not here. She had her thing to do with her little boo thing. But
Michelle is beautiful. I hope she's having a great time.
Oh, she'll see this. I'm sure she'll appreciate that as well. She is also a former Kilty like us.
Hey!
We forgot to mention it. Hey, Kilties, let's go.
We used to get clowned for being Kilty.
God. All right, you know what? Let's just talk really quick. We forgot to talk about this in the beginning, but yeah, we are former Kilties. The best years, I think, at Mount Pleasant were our years. Yeah, sure. We had some definitely crazy ass stories. We had a riot too.
We did.
How many people out there can say they had a riot when they were in school? Nobody.
We were jumping on cars. We were flipping cars.
Yo, it was crazy. Honestly, I remember exactly where I was. I was in the cafeteria, and I'm like, is this a movie? Like, what is going on right now? Like, it felt like a movie. Like, people were hanging from the windows. Like, you go outside, people were jumping on top of cars. It was just like
on the trees. Yeah, it was crazy.
It was some movie stuff. Like, I
Yeah.
seriously remember thinking to myself, is this happening? Is this a movie? Like, what is going on right now? But
And then like an hour later, they shuffled us back into the school. Like,
yup. Oh, a former guilty is on. He said, "Whoop whoop."
hey,
Ramon, what up? What up,
hi,
guy?
Ramon.
Yeah, we talk about the riot that we had at our school. All because of what? You want to tell them why we had a riot at our school?
Yes, because they tried to cancel the pep rally on us,
Mm.
and we said, "Hell no, we won't go."
Ah,
Well,
nah.
you know what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, we were like, hell no, you ain't canceling this. You canceling this? Nobody's going to class. No one's going to class. We just gonna act out. It was
We
crazy.
walked out. We was like, "That's it. We walking
Yeah.
out."
Yep.
I wish we could do that more, like with other things.
Oh, I do
Just
say
walk out.
I do say man, we could do that right now, like go riot somewhere.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I don't know if I can climb a tree right now or a window. Oh yeah, he
And
said LOL, that's right. Yeah, no, that was crazy. Yeah.
yeah, good
But
times for sure.
did the news end up coming there or I'm not
I
sure.
don't I don't think so. No.
I should have
Which
asked.
is fun.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say Eric because we also have a mutual friend. Obviously, well, everybody we went to high school, we still communicate or see
Yeah.
them through Facebook. I
Yeah.
wish he would have been here because we actually talk about it. I see Eric. I coach with Eric, and we always talk about it. Every
Oh,
time we with somebody, we're like, "Yo, remember that riot we had in school?"
and Eric has a memory of an elephant. That dude remembers
Yo,
everything. Everything.
everything, everything. He is such a dope person, yo. Like,
He really
if you
is.
look
Yeah.
at if anybody that doesn't know this, if you look at this dude, he looks like a bear, like a big bear. But yo, his heart is so
Big heart.
warm. He has a
Such a great
big
dad
heart.
too. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
he's like a
For
big
sure.
teddy bear.
Yeah,
And
he is.
yeah, well,
And
he's
we're little and feisty. It is what it is.
we're like that chihuahua that you walking by me, we start biting you. We start stop walking by me. Get away from me. But no,
That's funny.
talk about my boy Eric. Like he's even an amazing father. Like his son,
Hmm.
like I've gotten the privilege to because I'm around Eric. Like the way he's raising that boy is such a like an inspiration.
Yeah.
It's like so
Yeah.
good. Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
As
so
a
it's good.
as a single dad too, which is dope. Yeah, he's a
Yo,
great person.
a lot.
Great
Yeah.
person.
So
And it's
Eric,
cool to see people that we went to school with, like, and see them today. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
shout out to Eric. Shout out to all the Kilties, 2000 and
yeah.
2004.
Hey, shout out to Ramon too in the chat. What up,
Shout
boy?
out to
You too, Kill
Ramon, my
Tees. Let's
homie
go.
Ramon.
You guys gotta come by whenever we have. I mean, well, we gotta
Yeah,
go visit. Mount
yeah,
Pleasant.
yeah, for sure, for
Yeah.
sure.
So
Yeah, we'll do that.
but yeah, no. So thank you again for coming. I know we already said bye, but we got that Kill Tee talking, and we got talking about back to high school. But yeah, anybody watching, thank you for watching. We are here every
Thank
Wednesday.
you.
Definitely hit up Elizabeth for your new dream house and definitely
That's
post it
right.
out there so I can see what your new purchases are. Definitely check me out on YouTube, like, share, subscribe. We're on
Yes.
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio. Give it a like, share it with your mama, share it with your boyfriend, share it with your daddy, share it with your sugar mama, share it with sugar daddy. Your boom
Share with your
scoop,
grandpa and your
your boom
grandma.
scoop, your little side piece, your little piece coming through, be like, let me put this shit on your phone, check them out, share, like, subscribe. We will see you here next Wednesday. Peace.
Thank you. Bye.